Yo, what's up, guys? Hello, hello. We got Learning with Liam, we got Delta, and we got Carl Levy here for the draft. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'm super hyped. This is the first live stream I've done since the end of the season. What's up, Kai? And yeah, we got the draft coming up. I don't know if I can stream the NFL Network or ESPN live stream. That seems like a no-no to me. So we're just gonna pull this up, and hopefully you guys can watch it along with me. And yeah, we'll we'll go from there. We'll see how it all shakes out. Um, I think I said in my video earlier this week, and I'll say it again. I want nothing more than for the Dolphins to draft offensive linemen and tight ends. I think that would be dope for all of us, for everybody here involved. Um, it's really my dream, for being totally honest. I don't know how much faith I have in Chris Greer doing that. We'll see. But yeah, let's, I don't know. We could believe in something, maybe, hopefully. Tyler Warner is my dream pick. Same. Same, dude. 100% with you on that one. All right, sorry. I'm trying to get my chat. There we go. All right, I can see the chat and I can see the ESPN thing at the same time. All right, this is good. Yeah, Tyler Warren is also my dream pick. I don't know how much I believe that Tyler Warren is going to drop to 13. Like, I'm very, very doubtful about that. You know what I mean? But you never know. I mean, anything's possible. And then I feel like Cam Ward is definitely going to go first overall to the Titans. Like, I don't know. I can't imagine, they're not going to draft him. Like, that just seems silly if they don't. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to stay with Will Levis. I think that'd be dope. But, like, I just don't think that's going to happen. So, I don't know. And then apparently Shadur Sanders to the Steelers is the hot rumor that's going on pre-draft. I don't know. Like, we got the Browns, the Giants, the Raiders, the Jets, the Saints. Like, these are all like quarterback needy teams, Like, I don't think Shadur is falling all the way down, that low. But like, I don't know. Like, yeah, you're probably right. They probably will keep Will Levis as a backup this year. Also, I'm gonna turn on my ceiling light because now the sun's going down. I'll be right back. There we go. All right. Also, yeah, this is the new studio, by the way. I have ceiling lights, which is dope. I have a window so I can see outside. That's always pretty cool. But yeah, all the off-season videos, except for I think the NFC South one, has been filmed and recorded in this new office in my house. So like that's been pretty cool. Yeah. I think they'll keep Levis as backup? I don't know, man. It seems like rude thing to do to Levis, but I don't know. You could be right. Da-da-da. Got 15 draft prospects. It's like the same situation we were in when we drafted Kenny Pickett. Yeah, because it's like I said, if Shadur Sanders falls that far, then like I don't hate the Steelers picking him. I just like I said, I could see Browns, Giants, Raiders, Jets, Saints. Um, yeah, those are a good amount of teams that would pick before he got all the way down to the Steelers. So like I don't know. I could see the Giants doing it. Like I said in the pre-draft YouTube video I did earlier this week. But I don't know. I've been wrong a lot on this channel, and I don't make a whole, I don't make a living out of being correct on this channel. So we'll see. You never know. But yeah, it is kind of like the Kenny Pickett draft where it's like Don't pick till late minus a trade. Fair. Very fair. Yeah, I'm not a big basketball guy, so I'm fully locked in on the draft. Let's see. What was Kenny Pickett picked? This was 2021, right? 2022. Who were the quarterbacks that went before Kenny Pickett? Oh God, Kenny Pickett was the first quarterback drafted in 2022 at 20th overall. Holy crap, I forgot about this. Good God, that was a terrible quarterback draft. Who else was picked in 2022? That's not what I wanted. All right, 9 quarterbacks were picked. So we had Kenny Pickett in round 1. Who else? Why can I not? I mean, there's probably a reason why I can't think of who else was picked as a quarterback in this. Oh, Desmond Ridder. I remember that. Yeah. Malik Willis. Woof. All right, Malik doesn't look. He doesn't look terrible as a backup in Green Bay. I don't hate that for them. Matt Corral. Yeah. Yeah. I like honestly. I think Shuck. I think that's how you say his name. Would be fine for the Steelers. Like I don't know. The thing with Shuck is he's had a lot of injuries, which like that's not always a guarantee. You know what I mean? But like still, it's not great. You don't want to see it. And then yeah, Jackson Dark from Ole Miss. I've heard him possibly going in the late round, but I don't know. Bailey Zappi was drafted in 2022. Sam Howell. Oh God, was this quarterback draft class bad? What's up, GP Glazer? Yeah, I agree that like I could see them picking Jackson Dart. I could see them picking Tyler Shuck. I just don't think like there's any quarterbacks that are good outside of Cam Ward and Shadur Sanders. And like Shadur Sanders is like stretching a first round draft pick. Like I don't understand how anybody could justify drafting other than Shadur or Cam Ward, any of them. I think the Alabama quarterback would get called early. Yeah, Jalen Milroe. Um, I mean, like I said, I'm wrong about a lot of things on this channel, but like, I'm gonna say probably not. I think he's gonna be like a round 4, round 5 kind of guy. And it's just like I don't know. Like I'm not a college football guy. I didn't watch a whole lot of Jalen Milroe play, but like he screams Anthony Richardson. Yeah, I feel that's a really good way to sum up what I was trying to get across. Like, yeah, just like really athletic, big arm. I don't think he's very accurate. I don't think he's a very good passer, which like neither was Josh Allen coming out, but like Josh Allen played at like Wyoming and like nobody knew who he was. Like Jalen Milroe has had a lot of good coaching and a lot of support system playing at Alabama. Like he should be a better passer than he is. You know what I mean? Whereas like Josh Allen had the excuse of like he played at like Wyoming and was like a tiny Mountain West school. Um, so yeah, those are my general thoughts on Jalen Milroe. Like I said, I talked about it in the video that came out on Monday. Like I'm not overly impressed with the quarterback class. Trying to think. I like the guy from IU, Cordis Rourke. I don't think he's very good, but like I think he'll be a good like. Who's the backup in Chicago behind Caleb Williams? The guy who was like an undrafted free agent, Tyson Bagent. Curtis Rourke screams like Tyson Bagent. Sound is really low. All right, let me crank it up. It's definitely worse in 2024. Oh yeah. Sound. Let me know if it's better or not. Yeah, this like last year's quarterback class was insane. This year's is not good. Um, but like I said, I think Curtis Rourke could be like a career backup. Cam Ward and Shadur, they're the only ones that I really have any faith in. And I think Jackson Dart is like a kind of like a Jordan Love type deal where it's like if he can sit and develop for a little bit, I think he'll be really good. But there ain't no way Jackson Dart is getting thrown into the fire and is going to be successful in the NFL. Like that's just a recipe for disaster. And that's why I don't think he should go to the Steelers because the Steelers have given us zero inclination that they can develop a quarterback. And we have Roger Goodell riding a bicycle on stage. Well, that's just adorable. It's got a little NFL symbol in the middle. And there's another guy riding a bike. There's a lot of people riding bikes on stage. What is happening here? This is just super cute. Are these all the people that are going to announce the picks in the first? Is that Lil Wayne riding a Packers bike on stage? What? Let's hope he doesn't pull a Biden and fall over. Isn't Lil Wayne a Steelers fan? Why is he riding a Packers bike? It's Packers training camp. Okay. If the players ride bikes in a Packers training camp, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't realize that was a thing. You wrong, Lil. Got Clay Matthews up there. We got Lil Wayne. We got Roger Goodell. Got like children. This is God. I love the state of Wisconsin. I don't like the Packers, but God, the people of Wisconsin are just wonderful, and they just do weird stuff like this, and I love it. Yeah, I just love how like Packers fans, they either wear Packers gear or like hunting gear, and there's no in between. Like there's no casual. I see a Dan Marino jersey in the crowd. Oh, this is like right outside of Lambeau. Listen, if you've never been to the state of Wisconsin, highly recommend. It's like cheese and beer and like farmland and like the nicest people in the world. I go there for work all the time, and I love the state of Wisconsin. It's just wonderful. And I'm happy that that's where the draft is too. All right. All right. I should probably listen to this so I can better relay what's going on. Roger Goodell's announcing we got some surprises. Jordy Nelson's up there too. At least it's not snowing. Yeah. Dude. Ugh. I live in Ohio. So like, I'm a good Midwest boy. Okay, apparently Lil Wayne is a Packers fan. I thought he was a Steelers fan. You're right, Carol Levy. Packers fan. You're trusting me here? Okay. Jordy Nelson and Clay Matthews are up there giving a little speech to the crowd of Green Bay. I don't know why I thought he was a Steelers fan. He's a Packers fan. At least it's not. It's still the frozen tundra. Yeah. Back to what I was saying. I like grew up in the Midwest. I live in the Midwest. Winters are dark times, but like it's April. It's almost May. We're getting we're getting out of the dark times in the Midwest, so it's not snowing there anymore. The Bears still suck. I do see a lot of people wearing like hoodies and stuff, so it's probably pretty chilly up there. All right, Roger Goodell is back at the stage. He's back at the podium. I feel like they put the draft in a more populated place. Got to 80 in Detroit today. Yeah. Yeah, it's been like 75 degrees in Cleveland. Like I've been wearing shorts. I've been going out in the sun. It hasn't been cloudy. It's been wonderful. And like here's the thing. I agree with you. It would make more sense for them to put the draft in a more populated area, but people will travel to Green Bay, Wisconsin to attend the draft. Like there are a lot of people there right now. Bet $20 it's Cam Ward. Yeah, I agree with you. I think they're going to pick Cam Ward. The Titans are officially on the clock. I bet 30. Yeah. The thing is, like, if he doesn't go to the Titans, then he'd probably go to the Giants, right? And then Shador would probably go to the Raiders. I just see Tom Brady being like, if Shador Sanders is like there for the Raiders to pick, like he's gonna pick them. That's my big pick. But I think it's gonna be Cam Ward. Browns are gonna, I don't know, do something stupid. Titans will mess it up. That's their nature. That's fair. It's a very I'm assuming competence from the Titans, and that's might be a mistake on my part. So that you have a good point. But yeah, I think the Titans GM really likes Cam Ward. I think Brian Callahan really likes Cam Ward. So like, I don't know. The cam is on Cam, literally. See, I'm seeing Brian Callahan and the Titans draft room right now. I see Cam Ward now. As long as Travis Hunter doesn't go to the Pats, I'm good. That's a very real possibility. I could see Travis going to the Patriots. Like, Mike Vrabel played offense and caught touchdown passes while also being a really good outside linebacker. Travis Hunter just screams like a Mike Vrabel player. Yeah. Yeah, if the Browns don't draft Travis Hunter, he's going to be a Patriot, unfortunately. All right, they're showing some Shador highlights. Apparently, Shador is getting the Tua comp, so I don't know about that. Like, Shador's making some pretty impressive throws on these highlights. I mean, I know they're highlights, but still. Yeah. Good footwork, good mechanics, super accurate. I don't know. I didn't watch a whole lot of hot take the Giants shock us and take Travis if possible. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. I just don't think that like Brian Dayball and what's his face, whoever their GM is, like have another bad season in them. So I think they're gonna try to do something to fix it. But like, I don't know. They made the playoffs in 2022, and then 2023 and 2024 were really bad. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they got Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and the Italian stallion Tommy DeVito. All right, they're talking about Shadur's accuracy. Titans are making a phone call. They look very happy. This lady who I've never seen before is like just standing next to the guy on the phone, smiling. This bald guy. There's a lot of people awkwardly smiling in this. Yeah, I don't know why either. I mean, maybe they're like fielding trades calls or whatever, but like still, it's you think they would know. Yeah, I agree. I think Tua is a good comparison. Like, not has an arm that can do all the NFL throws, but not like you can't bomb it like 80 yards. Cam Ward is getting the Patrick Mahomes comparison. Listen, I like Cam Ward and I think he's really good, but like comparing anybody to Patrick Mahomes is bold. Yeah, yeah, they're comparing him. That is real bold. All right, the pick is officially in. Yeah, it's 100% Cam Ward is going to the Titans right now. Yeah, I Patrick Mahomes comparison. That's a bold move. Like Shadur to Tua. Like yeah, I get it. That's fine. I don't think you can compare anybody to Patrick Mahomes. That's wild. All right, they're showing Cam Ward on the screen quite a bit. Like they're picking him, right? There's no way they're not. Pick is officially in. Yeah, like I get that their play styles are similar, but like I've seen Patrick Mahomes do some wild stuff on a football field that I haven't seen any quarterbacks do. Roger Goodell is making his way to the stage. Roger is officially on the stage. Let's see who it is. You're How do you feel about the Dolphins wanting to trade everyone, by the way? I'm numb. The Dolphins can't hurt me anymore. So that's how I feel about it. Comparing him to, yeah, slightly worse Caleb Williams, I think, is a fair comparison. And the pick is officially in. Shockingly, the Titans did pick Cam Ward, number 1 overall pick. I think Cam Ward's going to be good. I think comparing him to Caleb Williams is also fair. Patrick Mahomes is just insane to me. At least the Heat made it to the playoffs. Yeah, I'm not really a big NBA fan, though. Unless they go insane and draft a punter in the first round. Yeah, I think a worse 2024 CJ Stroud is fair. Yeah, and CJ Stroud is a pretty mobile, athletic dude. Oh, the Browns have traded their pick to the Jaguars. All right. Yeah. New general manager for the Jags, shaking it up. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to listen to Shefty explain all the stuff that he got, but like I don't know, there a lot of picks went back and forth. Yeah, they're definitely picking Travis Hunter now. Okay, so that means the Patriots were probably gonna pick Travis Hunter, Genty or Carter. If they traded up to get Ashton Genty, that is insane. Abdul Carter, I get. I think it's probably gonna be Travis Hunter because if the Browns weren't going to pick Travis Hunter, then he was probably going to go to the Patriots. And so, yeah, the Jags wanted to get up, and the Browns got like a haul of picks. I don't know. All makes sense to me. So, like, yeah, I think they're probably going to pick Travis Hunter. Are the Browns still off the hook if they don't pick Shadur at 5? I don't think the Browns are picking a quarterback. I just don't see it happening. I think the Browns are going to tank. Yeah, exactly. They need capital. They got to work off that Deshaun Watson horrendous contract. So I think it's going to be build up capital year for the Browns and then tank for 2026 and get Arch Manning number one overall. I think that's probably what's going to happen for the Browns. Cleveland is playing smart. Nah, that's too much of a reach. Yeah. Yeah, the Deshaun Watson contract was just what, like the trade contract just screwed the Browns so hard. Yeah, I agree with you. All right. They're talking a lot about how the Jags are going to pick Travis Hunter. They got this new young hotshot GM. Liam Cohen is going to figure out a way to use Travis Hunter. Hey, it's gonna be him, right? Like, I can't imagine they trade up to pick Abdul Carter, especially like the Jags have decent pass rushers in Josh Hines, Allen, and who's that guy they picked like 2 years ago? I think this puts them over the top. I don't know. My issue with the Jaguars is I don't think Trevor Lawrence is that good. Who should Pats get if not Hunter? Probably an offensive lineman. Whoever the top tackle is, I think that should be who the Patriots get. Lawrence Hunter would be a very nice connection. It's true, especially with Brian Thomas Jr. Their receivers would be really good because I really like Brian Thomas Jr. I think he's a phenomenal player. So yeah, Travis Hunter on the other side playing offense. Yeah, here's the thing: is like Trevor Lawrence is probably like 15th, 16th best quarterback in the NFL. Like I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's that good either. Like I think he gets way more hype than he deserves. But like I don't think he's that bad. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe Liam Cohen will do some stuff. But I think Baker is a much better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. And so like I think everybody's like, oh well, look how successful Liam Cohen was with Baker. He'll do that with Trevor T. Law. And it's like Baker was really good. And I don't think Trevor Lawrence is quite on Baker's level. Um, all right. So if Travis Hunter goes to the Jaguars here, yeah, I think the Patriots are picking one of these top tackles. That's my prediction. All right, they're showing Travis Hunter on the screen. They think they're expecting him to get picked. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. Here's the thing: is like it's just the most important position in sports, you know. So it's like if you have a decent quarterback, then like you kind of want to lock him in, or if you think you have like the next big thing, you kind of want to lock him in. Um, yeah, it's like every quarterback that's like not garbage or it can be a starter. Like when it's their turn, they get the next highest like contract in NFL history. And it's like, here's the thing: like Tua got paid like $50 million a year. I like Tua a lot. I think you could win with Tua. I think you could win a Super Bowl with Tua. I don't think he deserved to get paid $50 million a year, especially with the injury history. So it's like, it's just weird. Quarterbacks are just weird, man. I don't get it either, but I don't know. Apparently, I'm not supposed to. All right. They're announcing the second pick. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. All right. Some dude who's the Walter Payton Man of the Year is up there with Goodell. He looks really familiar. I can't recognize him. I think the Browns are picking Ashton Genty at 5. That's my pick. I thought they were going to pick him at 2. I think they're probably going to pick him at 5 as well. Because, like, they re-signed Myles Garrett, so they don't need an edge rusher. They don't need Abdul Carter. So. Eric Armstead. That's who this guy is. Duval. Wild trade. Terrific move by the Browns. Hell yeah, Christian. I agree. I think it was a really smart move by the Browns. All right. Just read the pick, buddy. Buddy, just read the pick. You don't need to tell us we have a trade. We all know there's a trade. As a Bengals fan, I'm not happy about. That's fair. Dude, I know. Just please stop stalling. Travis Hunter. All right. That makes sense. The thing is, like, is he going to play cornerback? Is he going to play wide receiver mainly? Who would have thought? So, I think he's probably going to be a receiver, mostly. And, like, that receiving core is going to be pretty dope in Jacksonville. Can he not do both positions? So, like, he can. It's just, like, I don't know, man. It's one thing to play both ways in college. It's another thing to play both ways in the NFL. Like, I think he can, but I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, the receiving core is looking really nice. I agree with you. All right, so Giants are on the clock. Exactly. 2 times injury. Like, the injury risk in the NFL is way higher than it is in college. A professional football league. I mean, not since like the 60s has somebody done it like successfully and been really good. Think it's Abdul Carter to the Giants? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's either going to be Shadur or Abdul. So then, if Shadur gets picked, then Abdul Carter is probably going to the Patriots. Time for Travis to upgrade his girlfriend. I've only heard like passing things about him and his girlfriend, but she seems like she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I mean, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about her and their relationship, but everything I've heard in passing is that she is wild. What do you think you'll be getting at lucky number 13? I hope Tyler Warren, the Penn State tight end. What we'll probably get is some injury-prone cornerback that nobody's ever heard of before. That's that's just my life as a Dolphins fan. But I don't know. I'm hopeful. Or a guard, or a tackle. Actually, probably an offensive guard. Tyler Warren, if he falls that far, or a tackle. Even better, another running back. Oh God. If we pick like Omari and Hampton at number 13 overall, like I'm gonna be a Bears fan. I think I'm just gonna fully transition to Chicago sports. Just hoping paying Kirby his contract is worth it. Yeah. We're not pulling a 49ers at least. Yeah, also true. I'll become a Commies fan. Yeah, you know what, Kai? If the Dolphins draft a running back at 13 overall, we'll become Commies fans together. I like that move. All right, let's hear what Travis Hunter has to say. Do the Bears go for Genty? I think the Browns go for Genty at 5. I don't think he'll be there. I don't. Yeah, I don't know who the Bears are gonna do because they've loaded up on offensive linemen in free agency and trades and stuff. I mean, they might pick another offensive lineman too, or a defensive player, but their defense isn't half bad. The receivers are pretty good. Can't root for Washington because of the Lions. Fair. Let's see if we trade above them again. That is true. They did lose all of their winnable games. Yeah, 5 does seem high for Genty, but like, I don't know. I've seen the Browns do dumber things, so. Yeah, and so if Shedeur doesn't go to the Giants here, then I think he goes to the Raiders at 6. And then I have no idea what the Jets are going to do. I have no idea what the Panthers are. Panthers are probably going to pick like a receiver. I think Abdul Carter's going 5 to the Browns. I think Abdul Carter's going to the Patriots. But then again, the Patriots need offensive linemen too. So Giants, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think it's either him or Shedeur. And I'm leaning probably gonna be Abdul. Oh, ESPN says best fit is linebacker. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I could see them picking Shuck in like the second round. That wouldn't shock me either. Abdul Carter going number 3 overall. Yeah, you're right. All right, Shedeur is going to the Raiders and at 6. You heard it here first. All right, and so I think that's a really good pick by the Giants. I'm shocked they're going to be okay with like a bridge quarterback, but I mean, whatever. I think he's a really good player. He's got some injury issues, but like, I don't know. I think he's really good. Yeah, pretty much chalk, 100%. Yeah. I think the Patriots are going to draft a tackle here. Um, yes and no. I expect they want next Manning to win 2 Super Bowls against Mahomes. Fair, dude. Yeah, I could see Arch Manning going to the Giants. Now the real draft begins. Yeah, I don't know, Christian. I don't think his injury is that big of a deal. It was one of those things. It was just like a pain thing. Like he was able to play through it for the most part. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of college football, but I try to catch the Penn State game every week because I'm a fan. And like I just watched this dude just maul people week after week. It was insane. So I don't know. I don't think the injury is that big of a concern. What I expect, they went the next Manning to win 2. So yeah. Now the real draft begins. Also, yeah. Yeah. The Patriots are going to pick a tackle. They got to. Yeah, they're showing Abdul Carter highlights. The dude's just insane good. Yeah, that is fair. MetLife is cursed. But like other than the shoulder injury, he really hasn't had that many issues. Oh yeah. Like the dude can play coverage, like he is incredible at rushing the passer, like yeah. He's an absolute maniac. God, it's just like it sucks that like Penn State has a phenomenal like top 5 defensive player every 5 years and like a really good offensive player every 5 years and we never win anything. Aaron Donald clone if developed correctly. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. And it's a really good comp, just like a freak athlete. All right, we got an interview with Abdul. Dude, that bling is insane. Talking about how much he loves his dad. We love a good father-son relationship. I was an Eagles fan in Philly going to the Giants. That's bold. I don't like these draft hats. I think they're kind of stupid looking. A lot of shine. A lot of shine, Carrio. Could you imagine being able to afford just like that kind of bling? That's insanity. Thoughts on Shadur not being there? I don't know. Spend time with your family, as far as I'm concerned. Like, is there a specific reason why he's not there? Yeah, I really liked last year's logos. Day 2 pick for Deion's kid. You could be right. All right, I'm gonna be right back because it's commercial. It is incredibly hot in here, so I am going to turn down the air conditioning real quick. All right, I'm back. It was 78 degrees up in here. Holy crap. All right, the pick is in. Campbell or Membu for the Pats. Yeah, it finally got warm in here, so we didn't switch the air conditioning from heating to cool, so it was just like stupidly hot in my house. Dude, I can't either. Um, my wife wants it to be set at like 72. I fought her down to like 69, and that's where we live. I prefer it to be like 67, 68 though. I know ideally when I sleep, I want it to be like 64. But life doesn't begin until 80 degrees. Fair. All right. While we're still commercial, just want to say thank you guys for hanging out with me during the off season. It's the channel has grown a crazy amount since last year, so I am very appreciative of all you guys. Like, I mean, everybody in this chat, you guys are regular viewers, regular commenters. Some of you are in the Discord as well. So I really appreciate you guys because you're like the lifeblood of my channel, and I like hanging out with you. So thanks. Just want to say appreciate you all. And hopefully, if we can do more big stuff this upcoming NFL season, hopefully I can do longer, more videos and stuff like that. I'm going to try to get an editor now that I've been monetized and stuff. So big things going. We'll hopefully keep growing in the future. And yeah, it's all because of you guys. You guys rule. It's always hot where I live. I'm a 65. Yeah, like I said, if my wife would let me keep it at 65, I would. All right, and we're back to the draft. The Patriots pick is in. Yeah, Shadur might not get picked in the first round, for being totally honest. All right, Roger Goodell is making his way to the stage. Any special guests in 2025? I'm calling like teams, PR departments and stuff, trying to get interviews and stuff, but haven't been getting anything so far. Patriots select Will Campbell, tackle out of LSU. Listen, I emailed Tom Grossi. He hasn't responded. So, listen, bug Tom Grossi, tell him to do a collab with me. But yeah, he hasn't responded to my email. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get special guests. I'm not super hopeful, but you know, I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, I've not heard of Will Campbell before. Considered the second best tackle according to ESPN. Let's see. Okay, so he's best available. Okay, so apparently this Armand Membu guy out of Mizzou is better. Listen, they just New England marches to a beat of their own drum. All right, now that they don't have Bill Belichick trading back all the time. Yeah, of course Booger is talking up this LSU dude like no other too. He's a real big boy, man. Yeah. 6'6", 319 pounds. That's insane. So Genty to Cleveland. I think it's going to be Genty to Cleveland. I agree. Yeah. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't, you know? Now the draft actually starts. Try to build around their new Tom Brady. Drake May is not a new Tom Brady. I refuse to believe that Drake May is going to be really good. He looks good, but I don't want to be. Replace Nick Chubb then? Yeah. Like I said, I think the Browns are going to build up a good roster and like capital this year. Don't compare Drake May to King Tom. Exactly. I think the Browns are going to build up a good roster and like a lot of capital this year. And they're going to, like I said, they're going to pick Arch Manning next year. 100%. Tank for Arch. No, Tom Brady was a different breed. Yeah. No, healthy Nick Chubb before he destroyed his leg last year was really, really good. I don't think he's ever going to be quite what he was, but I don't know. I've been wrong before. Oh, I hated Tom Brady too, as like when he was playing. I mean, I respected him, but like, yeah, it's you had to hate the guy. It's just fair. They don't get the number one pick though. How much they sell their souls for it? Probably a decent amount, if I had to guess. But I think if Arch Manning has a good year at Texas, and whoever gets the number one overall pick, there's no way they're trading out of it. Unless it's like, let's see, who, if they got the number one overall pick, wouldn't. I thought it was next year. I could be wrong, but I thought it was next year. Did Gronk have the angle? No. No, he did not have the angle. This Will Campbell dude looks like a child. Well, he is a child. He's like 21. I remember them stating that he's going to stay and play out 2026. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm wrong. All right. Well, they're taken for Arch Manning in 2027. Second LSU offensive lineman selected in the first round in the common draft era. That is nuts. Good for this guy. His suit's pretty dope. Good for that guy. He seems really happy. All right, the Browns pick is in. It's going to be Ashton Genty, 100%. It might be Shadur, too. I don't think it's going to be Shadur, though. Kevin Stefanski looking stoic. Yeah. No, he looks like a child. Listen, there's just something about Flacco, man. He's just elite. All right. All right, the Browns are picking. Who do they get? Mason Graham. Offensive tackle, Michigan. Okay, so 2 tackles were drafted back. Oh no, he's a defensive tackle. Never mind. I thought he was offensive tackle. Yeah, I don't hate that pick for the Browns. Westby, his name, of course. Yeah. I mean, Mason Graham was phenomenal. Pro comp to Christian Wilkins. And he looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I think him and Myles Garrett is going to make that defense a lot better, too. I mean, but the Browns still have a lot of issues they have to fix on offense. So, while I like this pick for them, I don't think it. Defense was not their issue last year, you know? Man, is this dude good? Holy crap. Good move by Cleveland. Yeah, that's fair. I think so. I think they're just going to, like, do their best until the Deshaun Watson contract, runs out officially. And build up a decent roster and then hopefully get a good quarterback in the draft either next year or the year after. So, I mean, it's just like, what else can they do? Yeah, same. Yeah. Yeah. Mason Graham, Myles Garrett are going to beat the crap out of the quarterbacks twice a year. All right, we got a little Mason Graham interview. Okay, the Browns draft hat's pretty dope. I like the dog. Build the lines, Genty. Yeah, I agree with you. They're going to probably trade back again. Raiders going to Raider. I mean, probably not. Yeah. But like, hey, I want him to win a Super Bowl. He seems like a nice guy. And he won a national championship in Michigan, so, All right. We got the Raiders. We got Pete Carroll, Tom Brady. I think they're picking Shadur. Sit behind Geno Smith, learn, build up a roster around him. But I don't know. Pete Carroll really likes Geno Smith. I could also see the Raiders picking Genty. That seems like a very Pete Carroll thing to do. Yeah. Seems like a very Raiders thing to do too. All right, pick is officially in. I don't know. I think it's either going to be Ashton Genty, but I could see Tom Brady really liking Shedeur because he has a very similar play style to Tom. So, I don't know. All right, Roger Goodell is making his way to the podium. Let's see who we got. Yeah, there's the Ashton Genty pick. All right, that makes sense. Rusty Raheem Mostert, yeah. To my understanding, the Raiders' offensive line is not great, but it's not terrible. So, and like Geno Smith masked a lot of problems in the like Geno Smith did a lot to make up for a really bad offensive line in Seattle. So, I think he'll be fine. I mean, like, I don't know. If Ashton Genty is like half as good in the NFL as he was in college, like he's gonna be a stud. Dude, he's so good. Holy crap. That is true. That is very true. Good point about Josh Jacobs. Always take speed. Yeah. And Jenny has speed. I mean, like, I've never seen anybody like last running back I saw play do the things that Ashton Genty did in college was like Saquon back in like 2018 or 2019. Like, the dude's just insane. Oh, what a fit. I like the tuxedo. Henry Ruggs. Oh, bruh. Too soon. Too soon with a Henry Ruggs joke. All right, Jets are on the clock. I genuinely have no idea who the Jets are going to pick. Oh, in town this draft. Hopefully the Raiders load up. Yeah, they probably will. Wait, is he actually wearing diamond-studded Crocs? I don't think the Jets are taking a quarterback. I do not think they are. Fair. Very fair. It doesn't matter. It's the Jets. I need those Crocs in my life. I didn't notice them. I want to see when they put them back on the screen. The Jets are going to be bad regardless if Aaron Glenn's there or not. Jets are 100% going to pick somebody with a good college football rating. Yeah, that's why I said, like, I don't think they're picking a quarterback. I mean, offensive line? Maybe? It's probably a defensive player. They're picking a defensive player. They got Aaron Glenn. I think the Emmitt Smith comparison is really good for Ashton Genty. That makes a lot of sense. Show me the diamond Crocs. Yeah, I do think Shedeur goes to the Saints. I think Kellen Moore would really like Shedeur too. All right, the Jets pick is in. I don't. The Jets are probably picking a defensive player. Jets suck 100%. I love the boys of his like high school team just going insane. Amazing. All right, I'm going to commercial. Um, Maybe they'll be better without Aaron Rodgers. The Jets are still going to be the Jets regardless. Honestly, like I thought Saul was a pretty good coach, but then they hitched their wagon to washed Aaron Rodgers, and it just really screwed him. Time for the eternal butt fumble to butt fumble right after Capitalism TV. I hope so. I want the butt fumble to come back on Sports Center. All right, let's look at the projections. Let's see who ESPN is predicting for. I have ESPN Plus. Come on. All right, let's see who they have the Jets picking. Oh, they got Travis Hunter going number 2 overall, correct? They almost completely predicted the first 5 picks right. The only thing that was different was trading. And Mason Graham. All right. So Jets are going to pick a defensive player, right? I think that's probably what it's going to be. So, linebacker? Pick is in. All right, Jalen Walker out of Georgia is available. Watch them go O-line. I wouldn't be super shocked. I mean, they might pick this Armand Membu dude. But I think if you give Justin Fields a decent offensive line, he's going to be good. I love debating Manning. I don't know if that's sarcastic or not, because I know people have very strong opinions about this debating Manning commercial. Yeah. I could see Will Johnson. But, I mean, they have good quarterbacks in Sauce and the other guy. It's not sarcastic. Peyton Manning. Jets pick is in. Greeny is about to burst my stream. Internet. Armand Membu, Missouri. Okay. Picked an offense lineman. I'm fine with that. His family just looks so happy. Yeah, he played for Mizzou. I don't know. Yeah, I think Justin Fields is a better quarterback than people think he is. It's actually pretty good, especially with Fields. Actually didn't expect to predict it. Hey, you were right. 100% right. That it was Kelvin Banks. Yeah. Fields doesn't work out. So potential story. Yeah, I agree. I think, I mean, if you look at like the Chiefs, the Eagles, like all of like the Bills, all of the top tier teams, they have really good offensive linemen. Dude, you can hate Justin Fields for going to the Jets all you want, but the Steelers didn't want him. That's on the Steelers more than it's on Justin Fields. Well, 4 offensive linemen drafted in the first round by the Jets since 2020. I like Fields too. I thought he got a raw deal with the whole Russell Wilson thing in Pittsburgh. Yeah. They're showing all the Jets failed first round draft picks, and it just this is what I need in my life. I thought he played well enough to start too. Well, let's hope this is another failed pick by the Jets. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I agree. He got a raw deal in Chicago. He got a raw deal in Pittsburgh. I don't know. Hopefully things go better for him in New York. Could you imagine being 332 pounds and running a 4.91 second 40? Like, that blows my mind. Can't even imagine running that fast, let alone, having an extra 100 plus pounds on me. Who are the Panthers going to draft? They need a defensive player, right? Probably. That is true. A fair points on both Sam Darnold and Geno. Yeah. People are insanely athletic. All right, so we've had a decent amount of defensive players picked. Let's see who's available. Dude, I know. There's so many commercials. I think Will Johnson. Yeah. Yeah. Or edge rusher, Jalen Walker. Yeah, probably one of those defensive guys. I think you're right. It's probably going to be Will Johnson, though. Dude, I know. It's just so many commercials. We have so much left to go. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah, fortunately, it's Friday, so work's pretty simple for me on Friday, so I don't mind staying up late. Come on, commercials. Do you see the Steelers pick or do you go to sleep? I don't know. Is it worth being, disappointed now or disappointed tomorrow morning? It's up to you. All right, Panthers pick is in. Steelers pick Jalen Miller and sign Aaron Rodgers. Days of my Steelers forevermore. Dude, if the Steelers pick Jalen Miller in the first round, that is insane. All right, we got the Panthers pick coming up. Tataroa McMillan. Picked a wide receiver. Huh. Huh. I watched it. You're going to go to sleep disappointed at 4 a.m. I'm sorry, man. I mean, I kind of get why the Panthers did what they did. Because, like, who else do they have throwing the ball to? Yeah, ancient Adam Thielen. Xavier Legette was pretty good last year, but he was a rookie. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I am more on board with the wide receiver pick in the first round for the Panthers. I don't hate that for them. Gonna give Bryce the full Joe Burrow experience. Like, hey, Bryce looked pretty good. Come on, internet. Wait, did he? The drop by Xavier Legette. So the Eagles must scare the fair. Is McMillan the guy who said on record he doesn't watch film? I genuinely have no idea. I looked at like these receivers and I'm like, I don't know who any of these receivers in the draft are. You could be very right about him saying that though. All right. Got to pick us in from the Saints. Speed it up. I think he probably was the best option outside of Travis. Just Googled it. Yeah, if Shadur doesn't go to the Saints right here, then he's going to go to the Steelers at 21. So, if you're a fan of Shadur or not a fan of Shadur, Steelers fans, this is going to be the big pick for you guys. Doesn't pull his eye and eat himself out of the league as well. Ain't no way Shadur Sanders is going in the 4th round. That's not going to happen. I mean, he could, but I doubt it. Tedero McMillan is a wild name. You heard it here first. Two comparisons with Shadur. I think it's pretty accurate. I think like they have a big enough arm to like play in the NFL, but like they can't bomb the ball like 80 yards. They're athletic, but they're not like super athletic. They're very accurate. I think it's a pretty fair comparison. That name is a treat for NFL announcers, absolutely. Coach Primetime, Shadur, DK Metcalf, and George Pickens. I mean, it doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world. Sanders to Miami? Ain't no way, dude. I don't think Coach Prime is leaving college anytime soon. Yeah, I don't think Sanders is going to Miami. I just don't think that's happening. All right, who we got? Who we got, Saints? We're an hour and 10 minutes in, and we're not even on the 10th pick. Holy crap, this is taking forever. Calvin Banks Jr. All right, we got our third offensive lineman off the board. All right, congratulations, Steelers fans. Shadur Sanders is a Steeler. I like that pick for the Saints. I think you could have another year with Derek Carr and Spencer Rattler. I don't really think the Dolphins need tackles. I think Patrick Paul will be fine at left tackle. I think Austin Jackson will be fine at right tackle. I want a guard. That's really who I want. All right. What do the Bears need? Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on Shadur either. Oh, this dude's just a mauler. Oh. All right, that was a hold. That was a hold on that highlight. He'll get away with that in the NFL, but that was a hold 100%. This is the part where the Bears win the draft again. Oh, poor Bears fans. Like, two of my very good friends are diehard Bears fans, and like they just live a rough life. I mean, like I also live a rough life as a Dolphins fan, but like, yeah, it's hard to be a Bears fan out here. Yeah, good for this dude. He's crying. Apparently, Shefty's saying they're targeting quarterback allegedly. I don't buy it. Can they show the Bears pick without going to the head? No, they can't. Got Colleen Wolf and Lauren Rutledge talking about schedule relief. You know, I don't think I've ever seen Colleen Wolf from the waist down before, or like seen her like entire body. This is like a whole new world. Like my eyes have just been opened. Oh my god. Just tell us the Bears pick, guys. I know. They're trying to get all that ad money. Yeah. They did all of that just to tell us the schedule is getting dropped on May 14th. Woman, I want to see that. Ah, so true. So true. Oh, I know. You could tell neither one of those women really want to be up there. I don't know. It just seemed that was just so unnecessary to tell us that the schedule is being released. All right, we got the Bears pick is in. Packers fans are booing them, as is customary and traditional. Yeah. They are not a fan of the Bears in Green Bay. Seriously. Calm down, Brian. Don't get angry. Listen, I'm all for talking about Steve McMichael in passing away. Do it after the pick. Oh my god. Oh my god. We got the schedule release nonsense. We got a tribute to Steve McMichael, and now we're getting a 50th anniversary tribute to Walter Payton being drafted. Just tell us who the Bears are picking. Lord. Just tell us who the Bears are picking. Oh, they have to be. Finally. Colston Loveland. Wow. Colston Loveland got picked over Tyler Warren. Huh. Huh. Dude, I know. I know. That was a lot. Same old Bears. Maybe. I want to see Ben Johnson's reaction. No trade for JMO. I couldn't imagine the Lions are letting go of JMO. 49ers pick is in. Shocking. Yeah. Tyler Warren left on the board is huge. And I agree. Loveland's pretty good. Like I'm a fan of the guy. I'm just surprised they picked him over Tyler Warren. Like I like Loveland, but Tyler Warren is one of the best football players I've seen in a long time. Yeah, I mean the dude's good. Time for Steelers Shadur. All right. Good luck on putting away dishes, dude. I'd hope you come back for the Dolphins pick. Because if they don't pick Tyler Warren now, you're going to see me have a meltdown. Who are the 49ers going to pick? Dude, I know. And they have to play a commercial, too. Oh, we're going to commercial. Dude, we had the schedule, the announcement of the schedule. We had a tribute to Steve Levy, who passed away, and we had a tribute to Walter Payton 50th. And then they announced the pick, and now they're going on to commercials. Good Lord. Yeah. I'm gonna hold on for as long as possible, but I might have to call this stream early. We'll see. Good God, that was brutal. I mean, I might have to get a snack of some kind. Oh, hey, since it is commercial, I might as well do some shameless self-promotion. Buy some merch, guys. Support the channel. Help me hire people so I can, make more content and longer and better content. So buy some merch. It's in the description. Do it. I'm going to lose my mind in these commercials, though. I think the Dolphins have a shot at the playoffs next year. I think they have a shot. I'm not super confident, but I mean, I think they have a shot. So do with that information what you will. I'm also leaning on the side of no. Yeah, but I don't know. Anything's possible. Fully on the side of no. But thank you. I'll do nothing with everyone. But thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I think the Dolphins' real shot was 2023. And then they blew it against the Chiefs. I didn't think they were gonna make a Super Bowl run, but they could have won a playoff game. Would have been dope. I would have been happy about it. So. I see there's a meme of like Tua with like basically we blew the division last year. Yeah. Yeah, the Titans game, that was one of the worst Monday Night Football games I've ever watched personally. That one really hurt to get through. And then the Bills Sunday night game, that one also really hurt to get through. All right, we got Shadur Sanders on the screen. Yeah, it was all really heartbreaking. '49ers aren't picking a quarterback. Cowboys aren't picking a quarterback. Dolphins aren't picking a quarterback. I don't know. Maybe not till next year. But I could see Purdy getting paid sometime before the season starts. Dude, honestly, I was thinking that too. I'm glad you said something. I want to rock that look. Just announce the pick. Are the Pistons good? I know nothing about the NBA other than the fact that the Cavs are like one of the best teams in. No, it 100% didn't take this long. Just announce the goddamn pick. Just announce the pick, guys. Oh, good for the Cavs. Michael Williams. Michael Williams. I don't know this Chief. I don't know that guy. Is he good? So one of you has to tell me. Okay, he's 20. This is a young guy. Second edge. Abdul Carter was the first one. 49ers could have thrown a dart. Yeah. I don't know that much about this guy. I don't think they have a need, but I could see Jerry Jones picking Tyler Warren because he's like, oh, you know, we got that really good tight end that's still on the board. Yeah, I can see that being the conversation Jerry Jones has. They have more holes in their trees than Green Bay. Yeah. It does feel like it was forever ago that those first couple picks came off the board. Cowboys pick is in, so that's good news. And apparently they're not doing interviews with anybody outside the top 10, so maybe that'll speed things along. Yeah. Yeah, they do need to pay Micah. That's a good point. All right. But then one of the scouts goes, but Jerry, we have desperate needs at and just gets fired on the spot. Yeah. You're not wrong. I don't think they're picking a running back. Hola. Now, I mean, maybe a running back. Maybe this Jalen Walker cat. I don't know. Dude, I would love it if Jerry Jones brought Zeke back again. That would be incredible. All right, Cowboys pick is in. If they pick Tyler Warren, I'm losing my mind. Oh. Woo! He said Tyler, and I got a little nervous there. All right. Tyler Booker, guard. I would have loved for the Dolphins to also pick a guard, but that's okay. We're going to be fine. Tyler Warren going to the Dolphins. Believe in something. I literally, my heart was beating in my chest. Tyler Warren is here. This is my dream scenario. Please, please, please pick a tight end. Running on 3 double shot espressos and a beer at this point. Come on. Do the right thing, Miami. Just do the right thing. I think they're going to do the right thing here. I think they're going to do it, guys. I'm nervous. When I heard Tyler, my heart it burst out of my chest. So and to be fair, the Cowboys needed a better offensive line. Like I do think that it was a smart move on the Cowboys' part. Free Tyreek. Dude, could you imagine Tyler Warren, Jalen Waddle, and Tyreek Hill, and Jonnu Smith. Oh my God. Be incredible. Dude, it'd be so good. It'd be incredible. "17 consecutive years an Alabama player has been drafted in round one." That's insane. God works hard, but Nick Saban works harder, you know? All right. Just put the pick in, Chris Greer. Just do it for me. Oh, he's so happy. Good for that guy. You know, outside of a couple of these players who are like kind of scumbags, I'm just happy that they're so happy. Yeah, I mean, like that's fair, but he's gonna get paid. Like he's gonna make a lot of money, so could be worse. I like the fact that this guy is not looking at the reporter. He's looking directly into the camera. He's looking directly at me. I like that. That man has presence. It's true. He can't just buy a ring for himself. The fact that the Dolphins are taking this long is making me upset. It's making me worried. All right, we got a Thunderbolts ad coming up. The pick is in. Dolphins pick is in. And we got a Marvel ad. You're probably right, and that makes me sad. I just something bad's gonna happen. But we will have hope. Yeah. I might have to go see this Thunderbolt movie. Might be the first Marvel movie I've seen in a long time. Of course, they go to commercial right before the Dolphins pick. Bucky's your favorite? I'm an Iron Man guy, and once Tony Stark died in Endgame, I've been. Yeah, hold on. Let me. My little Iron Man statue that I keep on my desk. And then Deadpool is a close number 2. Yeah, I know. I love Robert Downey Jr. I don't like the fact that he's coming back as Doctor Doom. That feels wrong to me. But hey, I don't know. What do I know? I agree. I think it's odd. And like, yeah. And Mickey Rourke playing Whiplash was pretty dope. Although my favorite Marvel movie of all time was like the OG Avengers, the Battle for New York, like Loki and the Chitauri. I saw that in theaters like 6 times when I was like a senior in high school. Oh yeah. No, Daredevil was one of my favorite TV shows, like the OG one on Netflix back in the day. Yeah. I like Charlie Cox is great as Matt. Vincent D'Onofrio is great as Kingpin. Oh yeah, I watched Daredevil Born Again and it was good. I was a fan. Civil War was good. I didn't see the I didn't see the one with Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford, unfortunately. Infinity War is really good. Um, Winter Soldier, I think, is one of the top 5 Marvel movies of all time. Maybe like Thanos so much. I get that. All right, the Dolphins pick is in. Who? I riot. I riot. Oh, you just missed the Dolphins pick. Oh. I'm so upset. Iron Man is the GOAT. We have a good defense. Zach Sewers. I'm not going to have a mental breakdown on stream. I'm not going to have a mental breakdown on stream. I'm not going to have a mental breakdown on stream. Oh. I hate this. I hate all of it. Okay, listen, if they didn't pick Tyler Warren, fine. Pick an offensive lineman. Exactly. Exactly, GP Glazer. Why not pick Tyler Warren from Penn State? I'm so upset. All right, well, the Colts are on the clock, so they're probably going to pick Tyler Warren because they're not idiots. No, like, I agree. He's a good player, but it's like tight end or offensive lineman. Tight end or offensive, like, we don't need a defensive tackle. Exactly. Exactly. You get it, Adaba. Oh. Uh, I'm so mad. I'm just so upset. Oh, yep. All right, Colts pick is in. I'm not mad. You guys are mad. Dolphins hate me. Let's see, the Colts picked. Oh, now. Oh, the Colts picked Tyler Warren. The Colts picked Tyler Warren 1 pick after the Dolphins. I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, that's so upset. Oh, look at these Howard Warren highlights. Yeah. Yeah. That one hurt. They can't hurt me. They can't hurt me, but that one hurt. He didn't even go to Iowa. It's a fair point. Oh, I don't even know who this guy is. Oh, oh, he's better than Brock Bauer. No, okay, I'm exaggerating. Good night, Kai. I'm sorry, we're all upset together. Yeah, get some sleep, buddy. Enjoy your Friday. We're gonna get through this together. Oh, that's so upsetting. Oh, that's painful. All right, the Falcons are on the clock now. Still waiting for the Pistons to mount their comeback. Let's see how they're doing. Oh, they could mount a comeback. They're only down 5 points. Don't be a hater. Oh, all right, we got another commercial. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. No, Christian, I'm not happy with the Dolphins pick. I'm not happy at all. I'm very upset right now. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Oh, that one hurt. Okay, Cunningham. Ashton Jenny does have his own ads now. Yeah, Christian. That one really hurt. That one hurt my soul. That one's a real bummer. See, I'm in Cleveland, so I'm fully on the Cavs bandwagon this year. Yeah, man. Just another year as a Dolphins fan. Yeah. See, I was hoping Tyler Warren would drop to 13, and he did. And they picked a fat defensive tackle. So, just life's not fair sometimes, man. Oh yeah. No, like I'm not an NBA fan, but like I casually root for the Cavs, so I'm happy whenever they do well. They could have drafted a fast wide receiver. That's fair. Ain't no way the Falcons are selecting Shadur. It'd be hilarious if they did, but they're not going to. The Guardians aren't bad. I think they're having a good season. The Guardians almost beat the Yankees at the playoffs last year. No, like the baseball team and the basketball team in Cleveland are pretty good. And then the Browns are the Browns. Yeah, Guardians are 14 and 10, second place in the AL Central. Guardians aren't bad at all. Yeah, they had Tigers still gonna get them. I mean, maybe. I'm a Pirates fan, so that's just another area of pain in my life. Yeah, Pirates, Dolphins, Penn State fan. Life is rough for me. Yeah, that stupid movie with Charlie Sheen. Hey, Major League was a great movie. Major League 2 was not a good movie. Dude, it'd be so funny if the Falcons didn't select a defensive player. I feel like the Bengals got to go defense, right, Christian? Like, they got to. That defense is so bad. Oh, would it be cornerback? Would it be secondary, linebacker? If they go defense, like who would they pick? I would lose my mind if the Bengals picked a wide receiver. That'd be so funny. Jalen Walker? Yeah, I don't think he's going to fall that far either. Honestly, the Falcons might pick Jalen Walker right now. Yeah, there goes Jalen Walker. I'm sorry, buddy. Dude's pretty good. All right, let's see what defensive players are left. Michigan cornerback. Yeah, yeah. I don't think the Cardinals are gonna pick defense. The Falcons did it. Yeah, they actually did pick a defensive player. Yeah, I think it's probably a smart move or a defensive tackle. Like I don't know. Like Christian, you know better than me. Like what is the issue with the Bengals defense? Because it was all around bad from what I saw last year. This Jalen Walker cat's pretty good. Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of this dude. Like from the a few Georgia games I saw this year, he was really good. That's fair. Yeah. I mean, because it's like Trey Hendrickson, right? The defensive end was phenomenal. Michigan fan. Hey, why are you acting like? Why are you sad to be a Michigan fan? You guys won the national title 2 years ago. I'd kill to win the national title. Ah, Michigan State. I got you. Yeah, that's a little bit more of a rough life. Yeah, I don't know. I'd still be like, I know Ohio State's won it what 3 times the past 25 years. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I don't know how to determine if somebody's a good cornerback or not. I mean, like I feel like cornerbacks, like if they're doing their job really well, yeah, yeah, I'm with you. And I feel like if they're doing their job well, then you don't notice them at all. You know what I mean? Oh, Kuiper's looking a little old. All right, Cardinals pick is in. All right, who do we got? Who do we got? Just tell us the pick for the love of God. Yeah, they're really talking about the Baron looks chill. Yeah, they're really talking about like the Cardinals picking another receiver after they just picked Marvin Harrison Jr. Like it's bold. All right, defensive tackle. I don't hate that for the Cardinals, dude. I'm with you. Like I don't understand how it's taking this long. It's insane to me. It's a big boy. All right, Christian. Bengals are on the clock. they're picking a defensive player. I think the Broncos are probably going to pick Matthew Golden if he falls all the way to 20. That would be my assumption. I mean, because like outside of Cortland Sutton, they don't really have anybody for Bo Nix to throw the ball to, and like Cortland Sutton's fine. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. The Steelers are gonna pick Shedeur Sanders. You just know they are, unless what if the Packers pick Shedeur Sanders? It'd be insane. Yeah, I think if Matthew Golden doesn't go, he's not going to go to the Seahawks. I don't think he's not going to go to the Bucks. He's probably going to go to the Broncos. All right, Bengals, put in your pick. I need to know if Christian's going to be happy or sad. God, we got so many commercials, man. All right, I'm going to grab a little snack. I'll be right back. Pistons lost. Going to have to wait for the epic comeback on Saturday. Sorry, buddy. Are the Bengals picking that? Got a little lemon ice. That will soon turn to pain. Oh, so many ads. I feel like you should be happy about that, Christian. A good edge rusher. Jamar and Shamar. So what they're saying is apparently he's like an athletic freak. 4.5 sacks. So what they're saying is athletic freak, not very productive. That concerns me a little bit. I would feel concerned about that. We got a couple more picks to go before we get to 21, my dude. I know, right? Bengals. I would be concerned too if I were you. That is a fair reaction. Dude looks hyped though. I know, I gotta work tomorrow too. I mean, the Lions aren't gonna pick until like 11 o'clock at night. I don't know. I genuinely don't understand. The LeBron James comparison was a bold move. Right? Did you say Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow's job just got a little bit harder? Brother, he's on the same team as Joe Burrow. What are we doing here? Things are going off the rails here at ESPN. Yeah. I mean, who else was she going to say? Mason Rudolph? Who were the Browns quarterbacks? Joe Flacco? I mean, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, really, those are the only two quarterbacks in the division right now. See you later, Christian. I don't hate your pick. I don't particularly love it, but have a good night, buddy. So yeah, it's got to be picking offensive lineman, right? Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett. I totally forgot Kenny Pickett went to the Browns. Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett, man. Should make you sick to your stomach. Yeah. I figured they were going to pick an offensive lineman. That makes sense. Greg Zabel. I don't know. Oh, man. I love that Kenny Pickett sacking himself. It was beautiful. All right, North Dakota State. Never heard of this dude. Do you know this guy? I've never heard of Greg Zabel before. Yeah, Dolphins could have too. All right. I'm curious who the Bucks pick. Oh my god, we're going on another commercial? Holy crap. All right, guys. Who do we think the Bucks are going to pick? Dude, I got to work in the morning. I feel you on that one. I think they do need defense. I think their defense was pretty banged up last year. And they're getting old, too. Fair enough. I could see them taking Will Johnson. I mean, I think of their run defense, if I remember correctly, had a lot of issues. Yeah. 16th ranked defense. Third most passing yards per game. Yeah. Fourth most rushing yards per game. That's offense. My bad. Yeah. That pass defense was rough. Yeah, I can see them getting a cornerback. I think that would make sense. Will Johnson. Yeah, I don't know. They might trade back. I'm genuinely surprised we've only had one trade so far. So offensively, the Bucks don't have a whole lot of issues, other than the fact that Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are getting a little bit earlier, a little older. But I like their Jalen McMillan. I thought he was pretty good for a rookie. Yeah, they should go defense. I think you're right, GP. Will Johnson sounds right. All right, the pick is officially in. Let's see what they go with. Ah, poor Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, that would have been wild. I don't know if he would have worked out. I think A-Rod going to the Packers was a good fit for him. No, you're right. Shadur is still not. It still hasn't been picked. And I don't know, man. The 49ers didn't really have a whole lot of weapons in 2005. Those were the dark years for the 49ers. If the Steelers pick Shadur, then I think Rodgers retires. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Interesting. Huh. You know, I don't hate that pick from the the Bucks. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin aren't getting any younger, and they have a good young guy in Jalen McMillan. I mean, their issue was defense last year, but I don't hate this move from the Bucks. Yeah. And Ohio State just does pump out great wide receiver after great wide receiver. Are you saying good wide receiver trio in Pittsburgh or good wide receiver trio for the Bucks? Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just surprised they didn't go defense, but yeah, I mean, whatever. Oh, we're going to another commercial, guys. We're going to another commercial. We'll get 2 picks in a commercial. Holy crap. let's see who's still available. So Will Johnson. I mean, if you're getting really close, dude. I think it's gonna be Shadur. I feel like the Broncos probably picked Matthew Golden, right? Now the real question is, so they're gonna pick Matthew Golden, or maybe a running back. And the Steelers are gonna pick Shadur, obviously. And then I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen after that. I have no idea who the Chargers gonna pick. I mean, they'll probably pick a receiver, right? We got the Packers, Vikings, and now we're getting to the good teams. Packers will probably get a. Well, Packers won't pick a receiver. They never pick a receiver. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Maybe a good tight end or something for Justin Herbert. I mean, curious is what tight ends are left. Yeah, you're probably right. You know, I wouldn't hate it if the Dolphins picked Mason Taylor in the second round. Well, now I want a guard. Never mind. I don't want him to pick Mason Taylor in the second round. What's up, Hunter? Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. You missed my brief mental breakdown over the Dolphins pick, so sorry you missed that, but you know, such is life sometimes. But hey, climax of the stream. Yeah, it really hurt. It really just hurt. I mean, I wanted either a tight end. Like I said, if Tyler Warren falls to them, pick Tyler Warren. And he fell. I didn't pick to him. And I said, all right, well, if they don't pick Tyler Warren, then pick an offensive lineman. And they didn't pick an offensive lineman. They picked a D tackle. And I lost. Like, I'm sure he's a good player. I have no issues, you know, with him. But it didn't make any sense. I mean, they did, but they didn't really. No, good for this kid getting to be able to announce the pick. Jahdae Barron. Huh. Interesting. I don't think you guys are gonna mess the pickup. I mean, you might mess the pickup. We'll find out. I mean, I like Jahdae Barron. I remember watching him play at Texas. I'm just surprised they didn't go offense. That's surprising to me. But I don't hate it. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'm surprised Will Johnson's still on the board. I mean, I'm just curious. Mo picks diverted Thomas. I mean, just like, yeah. Evan Ingram was a good signing this offseason. But yeah, they need a lot in their receiver room. And I don't know. I like Cortland Sutton, but he's not that good. Marvin Mims Jr. is fine. Yeah. I don't know. The secondary is looking. I mean, their defense is still going to be really good next year, especially with him too. But I don't know. I just felt like they need a receiver, and Matthew Golden was there. All right, GP. Steelers are up. Shedeur Sanders is on the board. You ready for your new Steelers franchise quarterback? We need that Coach Prime Tomlin beef. Yeah, we do. What if they pick Jackson Dart instead of Shedeur? Could have put Tree on their window. They love comparing Shedeur to Rodgers. All right, the pick is in. All right, Mel Kiper saying it's going to be Shedeur. Dude, seriously. All right, Rodgers making his way up there. Listen, spelling Jackson Jaxson is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Wow, a defensive tackle. Okay. All right, so people are happy they didn't picture her. This dude's a monster. They can only pick defense in the first round. Defense or running backs. All right. See you, GP. Good night. I think he's dropping a day two at this point. Because, like, I mean, who else is going to pick him? Chargers don't need a quarterback. Packers don't. Vikings don't. Texans don't. You know, I could see the Rams picking him at 26. I wouldn't be super surprised. Yeah. The Giants do. Maybe the Raiders. Trying to think. The Saints. Yeah. The Giants do have Jameis, but like, let's be real. Hey, yeah, they have passed already. I'm just saying, like, those are people who need quarterbacks, and like the Giants do have Jameis, and I love Jameis, but you know, we know what we're getting into with Jameis. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think the only way Shadur makes it in the first round is if the Rams pick him at 26. I don't think they will, but it's a long shot. Let's see who picks in the second round. I mean, the Browns might. The Giants might. Raiders, Saints. That's probably it. Right? Because Titans got their guy. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, the Steelers were 100% getting Aaron Rodgers. I agree. Titans got Cam Ward. Which like I that makes sense. I think everybody saw that one coming. Dude's really good. I didn't see the Diamond Crocs before, but I want to see it. Yeah, apparently everybody saw Ashton Genty's Diamond Crocs. Like I was the only one who missed it, so like I gotta see it now. Correct. Yeah, they didn't mess up that pick at all. Excuse me. I feel like I feel like the Chargers are gonna pick a receiver, but I could also see Harbaugh being like, nah, going more offensive lineman, gonna run the ball even harder. Yeah. No, I think if they get a good outside receiver outside of Lad, put Lad McConkey in the slot and then a good receiver in the outside, I think the Chargers will be fine. It's just you're right. It is the Lad McConkey show, and yeah, the Falcons did get they got a defensive player, and I like Jalen Walker. I think he's gonna be really really good, and the Falcons need him. Holy crap, do they? All right, guys, let's get the picking. Come on, boys. Lad McConkey is him. I'm not denying that, but they need somebody else to throw the ball to for the Chargers. Bro. Dude, Mel Kiper is just going off on Shadur Sanders. Holy crap. Dude, I don't know. How have they not gotten their picking yet? Maybe Harbaugh's playing some mind games back there. Who knows? I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they went Will Johnson. But they have good cornerbacks, don't they? Yeah, they barely got it in. Eh. They do need another good cornerback in LA, but I think they're going to go receiver. I don't understand, Jim Harbaugh is a logical guy. He's a smart guy. I don't understand how he could, saw how that offense functioned, be like, yeah, we don't need somebody other than Lad McConkey. Especially because they have good running backs. They've got an incredible offensive line. Yeah, they just need another receiver. Jalen Reagor, Quentin Johnson, and Mike Williams ain't it. Dude, they are heated about Shadur not getting picked by the Steelers. They are heated. Okay, that doesn't surprise me. I think it does mean they got Rodgers. I would say so. No, listen, man. Jim Harbaugh picking a running back, that screams Jim Harbaugh. That makes total sense to me. Yeah. Yeah, they went running back. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like I'm also confused. I wouldn't have done it if I were the Chargers, but like knowing Jim Harbaugh, like it makes sense to me. Yeah. Well, I think J.K. Dobbins isn't on the Chargers anymore, and I know they picked up Najee Harris. I think the Packers are. Listen, you say this every year. I think the Packers are going to pick a receiver, but I never know. A.O. Manor for Packers. We can only hope. All right. So we got the Packers, the Vikings, and then the Texans up next. Tom wants a wide receiver. I know Tom wants a wide receiver. I think Matthew Golden would make sense for them. I don't think they're going to pick Matthew Golden. Will Johnson would make a lot of sense right now. I think that's probably where he's going to go. Yeah. Yeah, well, Golden played 2 years at Houston, 3 years at Houston, then he transferred to Texas, right? Something like that. I could be wrong. Maybe the Packers will get Sanders. It'd be really funny if they pick Shadur Sanders. There's no way they're going to, but it'd be really funny if they did. Well, all right, hear me out. The Eagles selected Carson Wentz in 2016 and then selected Jalen Hurts in 2020. The Packers selected Jordan Love in 2020. 5 years later, they could pick Shadur. Oh, both of those guys were real old when it happened to them. I think Brett Favre got drafted in like 80, like 91, 90, 89, something like that. And then they drafted Aaron Rodgers in 2005. And then yeah, basically 15 years apart. So in 2035, we'll expect the Packers to draft a quarterback again. So we're only a decade away. All right, come on, Packers, get the pick in. All right. Let's watch. Let's watch Tom Grossi have a meltdown. I think they should pick Jackson Dart. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't play his audio. I would get the YouTube copyright, whatever you want to call it, gods would get upset with me if I did that. He's a YouTuber who is also a diehard Packers fan. So I wouldn't consider Tom's a celebrity for the YouTube world, but like he's not a celebrity for like the rest of the world, if that makes sense. Big time YouTubers, they're not quite on the same level as like, the Leonardo DiCaprios of the world. I say that as someone who's trying to become a big time YouTuber. Oh, that'd be so funny. Yeah, exactly. Like Mr. Beast. Just get the picking, guys. Just say the pick is finally now going to the stage. Holy crap. Who's up there with him? I like his little draft pin that he has on his lapel. It's cute. Just say the pick, guys. Dude, I know, right? Oh my god, say the pick. Brother. If he says also one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, he's dragging out for so long. Holy crap, they did it. They drafted a wide receiver. I called Matthew Golden. I called it. Saw that one coming a million miles away. Dude, that guy's drip is incredible. All right, the Vikings are on the clock. What do the Vikings need? Offensive lineman? according to ESPN, cornerback, guard, D tackle. I think this is the Will Johnson pick, if I had to guess. Purple incarnation of Satan. I mean, it's going to be J.J. McCarthy. Yeah. And I'm happy for you. I'm happy you got a wide receiver. I low-key root for the Packers, so you guys needed one. Except for the first time since 2002, they selected a wide receiver in the first round. Hold on. Who did they even draft? Javon Walker. I don't even remember Javon Walker. Let's look up his Wikipedia, guys. Listen, I'm Packers fans. This isn't looking promising. Okay, actually, he had a pretty decent year. I like how he's hyping up the Packers fans. Good for him. Listen, man. Brett Favre won his lone Super Bowl in his third year with the Packers. Aaron Rodgers won his lone Super Bowl in his third year with the Packers. It is Jordan Love's third year starting quarterback for the Packers. So, it's very possible. The defense is good. You finally have a good receiver to throw the ball to. It's very possible. Yeah, it was 94 when Brett Favre did it, if I remember. I don't know, man. I can see the Packers winning a Super Bowl this year. Seems very possible. All right, Vikings pick is in. Hopefully we get a little bit less pomp and circumstance from here on out so I can go to bed at a reasonable time. All it took was them hosting the draft. Yeah. It took them 23 years and one time hosting the draft, and they did it. Do you think they're really going to trade one spot? I mean, like, I wouldn't put it past the Bills, but, like, they might trade one spot. I don't know. It seems unnecessary. Every single year. That's a good move by the Vikings. I think them drafting a guard is really, really smart. That is a Minnesota looking man if I ever did see one on that screen. Holy crap. Oh shoot. We gotta trade, boys. Giants trade to the Houston Texans. Oh, the Giants are picking Shadur. Giants are picking Shadur right now. What a draft getting Abdul Carter and Shadur Sanders in the first round for the Giants. If they pick, oh yeah, they traded. I think they're going Sanders. Why else would they trade up in the first round if they weren't going Sanders? They were 34 at the second round. But the thing is, they just traded up ahead of the Rams. And like I said, I could have seen the Rams picking Shadur to sit behind an old Matthew Stafford. So this makes sense to me. Yeah, I think they thought the Rams might have picked Shadur. I mean, he's got to pick Shadur. Would they pick anyway? I don't know yet. I don't like the fact they're talking up Shadur Sanders being like, oh, they came through in the clutch. Oh, what do they trade? The Texans got their second round pick, so the 34th overall, and they got their third or fourth round pick, so the 99th overall is what he said, and then a third round pick in 2026. So, I mean, to move back 10 spots when like the Texans are still probably going to get their player, I think it was a good move from Texans' part. No, I don't think they did. I think there's a lot of defensive players left on the board, but like Texans don't need defense. I think they wanted a guard, and then Donovan Jackson got picked by the Vikings. They're like, well, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, probably. But it's like, also, they need an offense lineman, man. Like, they got a lot of issues up front. And I get it. Like, yeah. I mean, they might make him start, but also it's like, yeah, to your point, they're probably going to have him sit behind Russ or Jameis, which is like, I don't know. I feel like they still could have got him in the second round because who was, well, at the Rams? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird. I don't get it, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe Russ and James can play offensive line. No, Daniel Jones is gone. He would be starting behind famous genius. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Daniel Jones is on the Vikings now. They can't cut Tommy DeVito. They can't do it. I'd riot. If they cut Tommy DeVito, I quit. I'm done with the entire state of New York. First it was Buffalo, then it was the Jets, and now it'll be the Giants. It'd be so funny if they picked Jackson Dart too. They did. I just noticed that too. Huh. Things are getting wild in the back half of the first round. Okay, so I think the Rams were definitely going to pick the quarterback that whoever the Giants are going to pick. And then they're like, well, F it. We're not picking him anymore. So they traded out. Put a hit on. They picked Jackson Dart. What? Wow. That's insane. Dude, I don't know. I felt like he would have made it to the second round. Huh. I mean, I guess the Rams looked like they were going to get him, to your point, but, like, I don't know. Dude, Sanders is getting clowned on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't particularly love it. I guess, maybe? I don't know, but, like, it's just... I feel like it's a reach. Tommy DeVito is still on the roster. Yeah. Um, I'm not. I don't know. The Giants are going to continue to be bad, in my opinion. Um, Falcons are going to pick a defensive player, and it's probably going to be this Will Johnson cat because they picked a good edge rusher slash linebacker earlier, and they need cornerback help, right? To my understanding. Who's Shedeur going to the second round? Maybe the Browns? Browns or the Saints, if I had to guess. I can't imagine any other teams in the second round will pick Shedeur. Raiders are fifth. I could see him go to the Raiders. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, to the to be fair of what they're saying on the on ESPN right now, Brian Daboll did develop Josh Allen, and they are saying he sees a lot of traits that Josh Allen had. It's like I kind of get the logic, but I don't know. It's wonky. I don't particularly love it. Yeah. What's the Rams trade? They trade next year's first? What? That's insane. Holy crap. James Pierce Jr. I mean, Falcons are the Rams will never pick in the first round. I don't hate them going double edge, honestly, after how bad their pass rush was last year. I actually really like this for the Falcons. Yeah. Hey, I think Michael Penix is going to work out for the Falcons just fine. That is correct. I agree with you 100%. Drafting Michael Penix Jr. was correct. Signing Kirk Cousins was not. Yeah. Yeah, the Falcons pass rush was like one of the worst in the NFL last year. Like I don't I trading up was a little weird, but like I don't hate them doing this at all. Yeah. Probably the Lions, yeah, or the Ravens. Commanders defense needed some help. The Bills, Hunter, did the Bills need pass rush? I don't think the Eagles needed pass. Well, the Eagles lost a lot of cornerback and DL. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but did they? Oh no, they have what's the? They have the dude from Miami, AJ Epinesa, right? Plays for the Bills. So who do you want the Ravens to pick? Eric DaCosta. Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah. I imagine the Ravens are probably going to pick. Actually, I have no idea what the Ravens are going to do. I'm not even going to speculate. Yeah, if Will Johnson is still there, I imagine the Bills are probably going to pick Will Johnson. Use another edge rusher. That makes sense. Yeah, I think you're like. Here's my thing about the Bills is like I think if you have Josh Allen, your offense is going to be fine. Like the issue last year in the playoffs was not offense; it was defense. That's fair. Yeah, I know very little about the Ravens roster issues, so I trust whatever you're saying on that one. I could see them trading out. I thought you guys liked what's his face, the offensive coordinator in Buffalo. I thought the play calling was fine offensively. That's fair. Yeah, the multiple QB sneaks that didn't work against the Chiefs was a bold move. Yeah, 32 to 39 was rough. Yeah, pass defense. You're right, Adaba, and they did it. I don't think you're gonna be mad about Malachi Starks, honestly. Dude's so good. Shockingly, the Ravens made a smart pick that made a lot of sense for them. Who would have thought? A well run organization doing well run things. Yeah, should be real nasty. All right, we got the Lions on the clock. Crimson Striker. What are you feeling? What do you want? Defense, I'm assuming. Malachi Starks is so good. I think another edge rusher is probably a smart move. Or like someone in the secondary too. All right, Lions pick is in. We can find out. Mike Green. I don't know much about Mac. They need a new strength and condition coach. I don't know if they did. Nick Amenwari. Don't know. And then Kevin Winston Jr. out of Penn State. I could see them picking. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Ezraku does seem to be really solid. Oh, the Lions defense got absolutely decimated. Character issues. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Brian Branch is really good, and so is Kirby. I like this Malachi Starks cat. He's got energy. Maybe it could get a new right guard. That is true. Dan Campbell will get anybody in line. Man, they're booing the Lions, Green Bay. I mean, what have the Lions done to the Packers, really? They did boo the Vikings, too. Don't worry. So, yeah, either edge rusher, secondary, linebacker, maybe? I dig the lion with the blue eyes in the draft room. That's hardcore. Tyleek Williams. I don't think you're going to be mad about that. I think you'll take a defensive tackle. Yeah, DT. 18 tackles for loss, 5.5 sacks over 2 seasons. Yeah, he can pass rush. BJ Hill's a pro comp. No, I think having this guy eat up, the middle and then have Hutch on the edge, like, yeah, I think you're going to be fine with that. Yeah. No, this dude can move. Speaking of, yeah. I wonder who Washington's going to pick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could see him like eating up a lot of space in the middle and then like setting the edge rushers free. Like, he can move for a big dude. Darius Smith better sign soon. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Who's ESPN saying the Commanders need? I genuinely don't know. D tackle, edge, guard. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you know who Darius Smith's been talking to? Who needs shoulder this time? Yeah, having Hutchback is going to make a huge difference for Zadarius Smith. Haven't heard peep. Interesting. Freaking iPad died. Hey, but you got your guy. No, I didn't see it coming either. But like, honestly, yeah. I mean, it's like, I don't know. Um, the past couple years in the draft, the Lions have done things that like I didn't see coming, but they've really worked out for them. Like Brian Branch, the running back whose name is escaping me at the moment. Like, there were a lot of things like that, and like, I don't know, it worked out for the Lions. So I don't think you. I would trust Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell at this point. Like, you guys need some help on defense. They got a good defensive tackle from a national championship winning defense. So I think you'll be happy about it. Yeah, like I said, I don't think any of you guys, any of you Lions fans, are going to be mad about that pick. Honestly, that's probably what did happen. Is like, yeah, they wanted James Pierce Jr. That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I think you're 100% right. Like, if the Falcons want to like overpay to go take James Pierce Jr., I think you're going to be happy with Tyleik Williams. All right, who do we got coming for Washington? Offensive tackle. All right. Hey, build Jaden Daniels a wall. I don't hate that at all. Yeah, I don't think surrounding your young quarterback with more talent is ever a bad thing. So I don't hate that pick. Yeah. Building the wall around DC. Yeah. All right, guys. I think we're going to stick around for the Bills pick, and I don't particularly care for the Chiefs or Eagles. So I think I'm going to call it quits after that because this has gone on way longer than I thought it would. Yeah, I also have to work tomorrow, so we're going to see what the Bills do, and then see you later, Benny. Dude, I know. Absurdly long for how, like, yeah, I don't know how they get away with this. I don't think Shadur's going tonight. I don't think anybody's trading up with the Chiefs or the Eagles. Ad revenue. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hunter, what do you think the Bills are going to do here? I think it's going to be Mike Green? Or you think it's going to be Will Johnson out of Michigan? No idea. Fair enough. Hey, they're going to pick somebody. Probably. I mean, I don't know how much I buy that, but I'm also not a college football guy, so I don't even see Jared Wilson on this list. Pick is in. All right, let's see who they get. I'm betting it's Will Johnson. I think he could be a D tackle. I don't know who you'd pick though. Darius Alexander out of Toledo. Shamar Turner. I don't know any of these dudes. Ugh. Don't humanize Bills fans for me. Don't make me, empathize with them. I don't need this. Seems like a nice guy. Maxwell Harrison. I don't think you're going to be upset with the cornerback, Hunter. The Eagles traded with the Chiefs. That's wild. Why would they do that? All right, guys. That's it for the stream. I got to get to bed. I got work in the morning. I don't know why they traded one spot. It makes no sense to me, but whatever. But thank you guys for watching. I love you all. And this is fun. Got more off-season videos coming out, and then only 5 more months to NFL season. So that's exciting. I'll see you guys.